they're still saying that the average prices are going to go up by 2%, okay, in the long run. And that, to them, they say that this is going to be the average middle-class family's increase for costs per year. It's $2,337. That's the increase in cost. That's with this dramatic decline from 145% to 30%. That's still a massive amount of money.
Every retailer I talk to said they're going to do their level best to pass on the tariff cost to the consumers.
Right.
Parts suppliers are saying we're going to pass it on to the factory. Now, obviously, there's some work to do around trying to find efficiencies, and maybe if the company can use a little bit of margin compression in that equation, they will try to. It's going right through.
So it's going right through. So they're not trying to eat it. I mean, I know some of the car manufacturers with really big price increases are trying to eat some of it, but if you're a little margin retail business, you can. So then where do we go from here? I mean, you talk about, and Dan Ives has been in here, he's been tracking this data every single week, seeing the drop, and we've been seeing the ghost ships, right? Or they're skipping a port because there's nothing to pick up, so that they're continuing on their sail route, but half empty or less than that. What do the ships look like that are coming in for?
Well, they're fewer than they were, so we're going to welcome 16 ships again this week to Los Angeles. 11 of those will have made a port call in China, but another 4 from China have been completely canceled. So by the end of this month, we'll be down 20% in the number of ship calls and probably about 25% in the volume of cargo. All that means is less jobs on the docks, the truckers, and the warehouse folks, and that happens right away.
So the budget lab at Yale, so this is even after this announcement, so you're going from 145 to 30%, 30%. They're still saying that the average prices are going